killing us. They killing us. We need some better days. Lord, I need you to make a way. 'Cause they killing us. They killing us. We need some better days. When will all of this fade away? Don't worry, little homie, I got you. And if you can't lift it, I'll spot you. If you're in prison, I got you. May not be a lot, but I'ma keep suits in your locker. I'm not just talking physically, cause misery is in us mentally. And looking at the chemistry, you'll see sinfully we become our own enemies. And eventually, it gets way worse, cause we rape, murder, lie, and cheat. What kind of men are we? What are we, the cool type? The ones who never lose fights, hit the booth and bruise mics. Maybe if we seen the truth light, we would do right. You living loose in the time of war. Keep your shoes tight. Dudes might step on your toes. Fuck around and bring death to your door. Abandon you, leave you left in the cold. I'm telling you, bro, life is a struggle. Trying to come up with a plan, but we too busy trying to fight in the huddle. See, I'm precise with the struggle. And it's true, they unrightfully judge us. Steady claiming we the Ike of the cup. And if we don't learn to follow Christ, then we might be in trouble. Living in the circle lost, life in a bubble. Y'all are my brothers and I mean it with the deepest compassion. And the devil steady seeking distraction, but I defeat him with passes. I run a 75-yard TD while making moves like I'm RG3, 10 toes down. They killing us, they killing us. We need some better days. Lord, I need you to make a way. 'Cause they killing us, they killing us. We need some better days. When will all of this fade away? To all my homies on lock that's gone from the block, I got you. I'd also like to dedicate this song to the cops, the ones who wrongfully plot, kicking their doors, roaming our spots they don't even knock. This robbers for I cash and the homies with rocks get wrongfully shot. These motherfuckers want me to stop, but I keep on spitting and tipping on every beat that I'm gripping. They hypocritically wishing that I would fall, but I didn't. I'm on a mission and I ain't stopping till my goal is complete. I'm giving back what was stole from the streets. At times I wish that I could go to the beach, maybe even throw some dro in the sweet, to get away from all these roaches and thieves that's roguish and cheap. The ones who want to see us fall. We work for free and then they feed us hogs. And it's crazy how they treat us like some greedy dogs. I was blind to the shit at first, now I'm starting to see it all. Trying to be a leader cause I hate to see my people fall. And there's a lot of kids out there in that world, they need us, y'all. Trying to open up my eyes so I can see what Jesus saw. 5 duffel bags of bread to the land to feed them all. We got a dream team standing tall, you never see us fall. And with assists like Chris Paul, hell I don't even need the ball. I'ma pass it to my teammate, let them shine and blind any motherfucker who ever kicked us while we was down.
What it do, what it do? It's 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. Trying to open up my eyes so I can see what Jesus saw. 5 duffel bags of bread to the land and feed them all. We got a dream team standing tall, you never see us fall. And with assists like Chris Paul, hell I don't even need the ball. I'ma pass it to my teammate, let them shine and blind any motherfucker who ever kicked us while we was dying. Listen, I'm not gonna call this breaking news. It's just some more news. You know, we live in a very violent country. Reports that there are 18 dead, 13 injured in the state of Maine. I'd also like to throw in that if you don't know much about Maine, Maine is 96, maybe 95 at the least. It's about 95% white. It is a very white state. Yeah, they're very traditional and shit. But anyway, so this shooter, he used to be a gun expert or something like that in the military, and I guess he was pretty frustrated with America. Listen, this ain't a joke, because condolences to those who lost their life. That's not a game. Anybody that lose their life, I don't wish harm on nobody. Don't wish harm on nobody, and yeah, it's messed up to hear what's going on in this country. But we're going to dig real deeper. We're going to touch every base. We're not just going to touch one side of the coin. We're going to touch every side. That way we get a good understanding of America and the injustice of a lot of shit. Listen, yeah, he was a military gun expert. I guess he was pretty frustrated with America. He chose to go inside a bar and grill, and he started shooting up people. You know, a couple of people survived, but then he went into a bowling alley where it was like a kids event going on, and I'm pretty sure some kids were harmed. They not throwing that out there. They not mentioning the kids that lost their life, or they're not throwing those numbers out there, I guess. But let's just get down to the nitty gritty. The reason why this is viral, for one, Maine is a white state. I'm pretty sure all those victims were white. Not only that, one of the men that was killed, the city councilor of Maine is his father. He's one of the city councilmen or some shit. So he got a lot of power. So they've shut the whole town down. Whatever town it is in Maine, it's shut down. It's on lockdown. Yeah. They are in a rapid pursuit of the suspect or some shit. The shit happened last night. He still ain't got caught. With the technology that the government has, bro, you can't hide in America, bro. You can't hide. You can't run. You can't hide. All these cameras, all this technology. You can't hide, bro. You know, I think damn near all of us got a chip in us anyway or some shit. But I'm just saying, you can't run. You can't hide. But evidently he was able to get away. And when they do catch him, I'm going to tell you what they're going to do. He won't be shot. That's for sure. White mass shooters never get shot, and most mass shooters are white. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. But he won't be shot, and they're going to put him in a mental home. Yeah, they'll put him in a mental home. He might do about 7-8 years. I don't know, but he killed the city councilman's son, so it might be a little harsh on him. Listen, black folks, listen, to those who really think racism or it's not no systematic racism or oppression in America, if you don't think it's systematic and you don't agree with none of that, I have no problem with that. But I think every black person in America know that your life ain't as valuable as a white life. I think we all can agree on, if we can't agree on nothing else, all black people in America know that their life and their safety is not as valuable as it is a white person. We know that if we don't know nothing else. So let's talk. So we know why this is on the news and shit like that. You know, when that white dude killed them black folks in Florida, it wasn't that big of news. And that was in retaliation to that Alabama brawl when white folks and black folks was fighting, and we whooped that. But that was a retaliation. He went, and because he saw that black folks beat up white folks, he went to Florida and killed some black folks in retaliation. I ain't seen no black retaliation. So, you know, anyway, yeah, we'll just march, you know. But anyway, white boy retaliated. So, you know, I'm gonna tell you something. White boys today, I think, you know, I hate to say this, I don't know. We talk that gangster shit. I think they way more gangster than us. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, but I ain't gonna say, let me quit saying, nah, I ain't gonna go that far. Because every white shooter know that he's protected. He's not really worried about getting gunned down by the police because it don't happen. I ain't never heard of a white boy getting choked out by a white cop the way they did George Floyd. So, nah, I think that kind of boostings their confidence in doing what they doing. Because if they was getting shot down like us, it wouldn't be that many mass shootings. Yeah, if white boys was getting shot down like us and shit like that, because listen, I'm just gonna say this. Because what was his name? Tamir Rice. You remember that boy? He was about 13 and he had a little toy gun and he was on the basketball court playing by himself. And some white neighbor called the police and said, it's a grown man out here with a gun. The boy was like 12 or something. And the police pulled up and walked up on the boy. The boy had a toy gun and he shot and killed him. and then tried to make it look like the boy had a gun. He did something to try to make it look like the boy, because once he realized it was a kid, he tried to cover it up. But anyway, that little boy was shot just for playing with a toy gun on a playground. It's a lot of shit, bro, that happens to us that's brutal as shit. These people ain't killed nobody, but you can kill 20 people and they don't gun you down when they arrest you. So, listen, I can talk about slavery and how we never recover from that shit, but black folks, most of us can't comprehend slavery. We can't comprehend that far back. So I'm gonna go to some shit we can comprehend. Let's go to the crack era. You know, because I said we never recover from crack. Let me tell you what's going on right now. It's a heroin epidemic in, I want to say Delaware. I heard it's real big in Ohio too. You know, you got a lot of white folks that's getting strung out on heroin and shit. And it's been they call it an epidemic or whatever, but white folks been getting help. White heroin addicts, they ain't getting no prison sentence. They're not going to prison. And I heard in Delaware, they especially in Wilmington, that they are actually out using heroin in the open. In downtown, using it in the open. Nah, bro, there is no downtown where a black man can smoke crack. It just won't happen. It's been a whole cry for help for these white folks that are on heroin, and it's called a sickness now. If we had knew that drugs was just a sickness, this dude's still doing time for crack. It's dudes that's still locked up from the 80s for a fucking dime rock of crack. Yeah, got 3 life sentences. They were giving out time like that. Man, you get 90 years for a piece of crack. And then in the 80s and the 70s, they was, bro, dudes was stealing cheese out of store and getting 70 years. So it was different, bro. Dudes was getting a life sentence for theft. So, ain't nobody ever cried for the crackhead. Even black folks laugh at the dope fiend. Nobody ever cried for the crackhead. Nobody ever cried for the crack. When crack, man, you know how many smokers done got killed for no reason? Done got laws mistreat them. A lot of shit. Laws been getting free head from crackheads ever since the 80s, bro. Laws have been getting free head from crackheads since the 80s. And doing a lot of other weird shit to them. It's a lot of shit, bro. Nah, we never recovered from crack, but there was never no cry for us. They said we was criminals. They ain't never say the crackhead was sick. They never said we was sick, bro. So all this mental health, yeah, I think every crackhead had mental health issues. I think every black man and woman and child in America got mental health issues. Anytime you know your life ain't as valuable as the white boy, and you know that you are not a first-class citizen, you're a second or third-class citizen, and your life ain't as valuable, and you don't get treated as fairly. So I think we all suffer from that. But it's just amazing when a white boy do it. It's called mental health, and he just need help. It's more of a cry for him. They really just want to, they ain't trying to lock him up. Like, they just want to find him and get him some good medicine. Let me tell you something about prison. It's dudes that be suffering, bro, trying to kick that heroin habit. And they got dope in the prison, so it's hard for drug heads. It's hard, bro. It's hard on them dudes. Them dudes be selling socks, cooking spreads, doing whatever they can just to get a piece of that crack. So it's hard to kick drugs in prison because prisons are full of drugs. So anyway, that's the guards bring. But anyway, the point I'm making is the worst shit you can do in prison. Boy, your ass better not play crazy. Worst shit you could ever do. Worst shit man, them old folks man, you better not try to play crazy. Oh boy, they love that. Play crazy if you want. Tell them you suffering from crack habits and you just can't stop thinking about crack. They're going to take your ass to one of them medical psychology prison units. They finna dope your ass up with more dope than Whitney, Bobby, and David Ruffin combined. Your ass going to be full of some dope. And you, boy, let me tell you something. If you ain't crazy, your ass going to be crazy when you leave that hospital. You going to come back quacking like a goddamn duck or sounding like a fucking rooster. They going to give you some shit to make your ass crazy and send you right back to prison. Well, you're never the same. And you walking around feeding birds all day and shit. It's a lot of shit, bro. So there's no help for drug addicts in the black community. Family don't help them. Nobody help them. And these little rehabs and shit, bro. it ain't many of them. It's not many places to get help. There's no counseling or none of that shit because none of these white counselors can understand what crack is or what a crackhead will go through. But all of a sudden, the whole world can understand that heroin and the detriment that it is doing to white folks, because white folks can't seem to get enough of it. I know in East Texas, white folks just can't seem to get enough of this methamphetamines. They love it. Listen, East Texas is methamphetamines. I think it's the birthplace. I mean, these country white boys be out there in them woods, cooking that shit in coolers and shit. So, East Texas is methamphetamines. It's the capital of it. I think, like I said, I think it's where that shit was created. Yeah, they be cooking that shit all in them woods and shit. And I'm telling you, it's dangerous. You can blow yourself the fuck up fucking with them amphetamine. A couple of them in blue, they said. Anyway, yeah, we sick too. Yeah. If heroin making the white boy sick, then fentanyl is making us sick. Cocaine is making us sick. Heroin is making us sick. That wet. Let me tell you a story about that juice. That's that embalming fluid. It's real big in Texas. It's real big in East Texas. I'm telling you something. You got a town called. It's a town. I ain't even gonna say the town, but it's a town in East Texas it's just a juice town. No, everybody here. Yeah, everybody, mama, auntie, granddaddy use juice, bro. That's they weed. Yes, this town. It's right outside of Marsh, but yeah, it's Juice City. Yeah, I remember coming up, all them dudes used to just smoke juice regular. But anyway, so juice is very big. That shit'll have you stuck. You can have episodes on that shit. It'll fuck you up. It'll do a lot of shit, bro. Dudes have smoked juice and killed somebody right next to them and shit like that. It's a very dangerous drug. So, brother out of my hood named D-Cone from the west side of Marshall. D-Cone hadn't been out of prison long. And he was on that juice. He always smoked juice. He smoked before he went, and he smoked when he got out. So the laws was called on him, and he was just, causing up a ruckus and shit like that. So he was hype on that juice. So they jumped on him, and they started tasing him. They tased him to death. He was just high. He ain't had no gun on him. He didn't shoot at him. But a white boy can kill 16 people and injure 13. And I'm telling you, with the gun in his hand, they gon' apprehend the suspect without any violence being caused to him. Got another homie, bro. He was on parole. He was selling dope. But he was on parole, and he was trying to get away from the police in his car. They shot his car about 37 times. Killed him in his car. He was just trying to get away. He didn't try to run over the police. None of that shit. He tried to get away, and they shot him up. Rest in peace to Meechie, man. Them just little stories in my town, bro. But this shit goes on every day, bro. This dude, man, crackheads go to jail every day just for being a crackhead. Laws lock crackheads up every day just for being a fucking crackhead. Didn't even catch them with no crack. Just see them walking the street. They go to jail all the time. Prison is filled with dope fiends. It's 80% dope fiends. 80% of the people in prisons all over this country were on some kind of drug. 80 to 85% of all prisoners in America were on some kind of drug. They're on some kind of drug. So, like I said, bro, I'm gonna leave that shit alone. But I just know when white folks get on drugs and shit, it's a cry for them. But like I said, bro, shit. Boy, out here in East Texas, boy, you get caught with about 10 grams of that meth. Boy, your ass is gone. In Dallas and Houston, you don't get as much time. In East Texas, they gonna hang your ass. And they selling the shit out that shit. That shit don't stop these motherfuckers. Bro, you get caught with a zipper of cream. That's what they call that meth. Your ass ain't coming home, bro. Your ass ain't coming home. But I know all kind of stories about these white boys, getting jammed up with that shit and getting probation, getting rehab and all kind of shit. They get help for that shit. But anyway, it just ain't the same energy, bro. You know, we would call criminals and thugs and drug and all that there, bro. You know, they commercialized drugs to us. They commercialized it. They commercialized gangbanging with Colors and all these movies. They commercialized our destruction. So I don't give a fuck about y'all destruction. How about that? So I don't give a fuck about this shit that's going on in Maine. So yeah, as far as I'm concerned, it's just like Malcolm X said when John F. Kennedy got killed. He said just the roosters. What he said? Hold on. The chickens are coming to roost. Yeah, so that's what I think about the shit. There's way more shit going on in the black community that I'm concerned about. I have no time to worry about Maine. That is a white state, just like Colorado, where Dion is currently coaching. No, I'm just joking. But now, I don't wish harm on nobody. All this mass shooting, bro, this shit is dangerous. This shit is dangerous, bro. And I don't think no schools are safe. But they act like it ain't. They act like nothing's wrong or none of that there. But I'm just telling you, bro, they're getting closer and closer to the schools. They're getting closer and closer to killing kids. They're not just killing adults, bro. They touching our kids. And I talk about this all the time. I was just talking to my sister about it 2 days ago. A mass shooting can occur anywhere, bro. One thing about black folks I'm getting tired of, we don't believe that shit till it hit home. We do not believe that shit till it hit home. We don't believe it. We just think it's just some shit on the news. I'm just telling you, bro. I just think black folk, we need to be way more militant. We need to watch shit. And I know you motherfuckers, black folks love to go out and be seen or some shit. You motherfuckers need to watch your surroundings when you're out. Watch your surroundings, black folks. Be careful. You see a white boy just keep looking around and shit, bro. Just get the fuck up out of there. Get your ass up out of there, bro. I'm just telling you, bro. It is dangerous. It really is. And that ain't no joke. It's very dangerous, bro. We are living in very dangerous times, bro. It's a lot of angry white Americans that just want to shoot up some shit. You know, why, sometimes I hit the weed and I think and I reflect and I ponder. I was smoking earlier and I said, you know what? I ain't never heard of white on white crime. Black on black crime, that's how we talk. And I speak against it, and I'm completely against the destruction we cause one another. But why ain't no such thing as white on white crime? And why white folks and the government ain't trying to come up with a plan to end white on white crime? Why is just black on black crime? But anyway, and in this country, 90% of whites kill each other, 90% of Asians kill you kill what you close to. So it shouldn't even be a thing called black on black crime. Especially with all the dope you put in our community and all the guns, cause we ain't got no power. We ain't got no bombs. We ain't got no sources or nothing. We get whatever we get in this country. It comes from white folks. You are a provider. You are, you are a leader. We can't do shit without you. Let us tell it. But yeah, the chickens are coming to roost. That's what I think. White folks start panicking when they But I'm going to tell you some real shit. If it was a black man that done it, white folks would be panicked and his ass would have been shot 78 times. White folks have always feared the retaliation of black men. I'm telling you, they still scared of that shit. They still, that's their biggest fear is that black men are just going to have an uprising and just start killing white folks and getting some get back. That's one of their biggest fears. So I'm just telling you, if it had been a black man, the whole America, they might have locked us all down. We seen through COVID, bro. That white boy could lock you down whenever he want. So, yeah, we seen through that shit. But yeah, if it was a black man, he would have been apprehended and shot the fuck up. And so yeah. But yeah, they fear that retaliation. But anyway, it is what it is. Either way, bro, this white folks' business. I'm just talking to black folks. We need to watch out for these militant, angry white men that keep shooting up shit. Just look and just watch your surroundings wherever you are. Just watch that shit, bro, because we got to keep our kids safe because the government ain't going to protect them. This is 903 Boston. I'm your host, Charles J. With that, I'm out.